The words darkness and feeling isolated, they have like a weighty meaning to me because I experienced that for almost 13 years. When I lost my faith, I went to this place of isolation and I felt alone in a brand new way because I wasn't someone who believed and I wasn't someone who had never believed. I couldn't fully let myself be part of that either because I didn't want to accept that there was no light and this was the only way life could be. And darkness gained a new meaning. That darkness was stark. It was enveloping. It was like difficult for me to adjust to. I actually went to this really isolated place where I felt like people didn't get me. I was surrounded by people having a good time, but it was always tinged with darkness for me. I pulled away more from Christian people. I just more and more didn't want to be forced back into something without really having any foundation in that faith. I never fully opened up about what I felt with people who didn't believe because I knew that they would think it was silly. There was no one else who was in exactly the same space as me, or I didn't know how to find them. But what then happened to me was I one day dipped my toe in the pool of talking to my sister who did have faith, and I just opened up to her, and I was kind of waiting for her to do what I thought she was going to do, which was be like, yes, let me reel this one back in and try and get me to church and try and start preaching to me. And she sat and she listened and she didn't do any of that. She was just there for me. And the more I spoke to her, the more I saw the light in her. It would just shine from her, and all she did was listen to me. That suddenly became this beacon of light for me. And then I found this psalm talking about the presence of God being so big that you can't flee from it, that you can't escape it, that it's all around you. This God that is so big that he knows you, he knit you together in your mother's womb. This God who, to him, darkness is not like darkness to him. It just gave me this glimpse of the breadth of God. Like, we can never understand how big God is. Darkness can be like light, it can be like day. In the beginning of the Bible, in Genesis chapter 1, the earth is formless and it's dark. God is there, the presence, the Spirit of God is hovering above the waters. And then in an instant, he says, let there be light. And there was light. And that is God. He's light. And he is so much bigger than any darkness that can envelop you.